Hello and welcome to Network Africa on Channels Television. I'm Cynthia Are. Now, Boko Haram still remains a cause for concern to regions like Niger, Chad, Cameroon and Nigeria. As regards Cameroon, the town of Fotokol, which was a former tourist destination in the northern part of the country, now seems to be a hive for military activity. As a result, Cameroon has reinforced its troops in Fotokol, setting up a base, digging trenches, positioning soldiers behind sandbags at crossroads, and also installing mortars and other heavy weapons at the northern entrance of the town to secure the bridge. Boko Haram has killed thousands of people and captured hundreds right here in Nigeria in the past year, but the group is also launching more attacks into Cameroon, Niger and Chad as part of a 6-year insurgency which threatens the Lake Chad region. According to some eyewitnesses, like the one you will see shortly, some of the insurgents struck from the north. Others tried to storm the disputed El Beid bridge linking Gambaro and Fotokol, while a third group crossed the Dry River, separating the two towns.
5:30, we started prayer in this mosque. They come, attacks, bring attacks 5:40 exactly. We start their guns, saying Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. The moment I heard that, we stopped prayer 5:45, and I come out from the mosque. The time I come out from the mosque, they come round the mosque and open the door by force and start killing our brothers.
Terrorism is global, hence it needs global support. For that reason, the United States has disclosed that it will help Cameroon's army secure equipment to fight the Boko Haram sect. The announcement was made in its embassy in Cameroon as it deepens its commitment to countering the jihadist group. Boko Haram militants have killed and kidnapped thousands of people, like we said earlier on, and in the latest strike, guerrillas ambushed an army patrol near the town of Waza in Cameroon this week, and an intense gun battle ensued, which ended up killing 5 soldiers in the process. Earlier this week, the commander of U.S. Special Forces operations in Africa pledged to help African nations in the fight against the group. Major General James Linder said the United States would provide technology allowing African partners to communicate between cell phones, radios, as well as computers. Now, as the war against the Boko Haram insurgency continues, the city of Gombe, northeastern Nigeria, is still under curfew after the country's military successfully repulsed a weekend attack by the Boko Haram sect. However, a local school could still be seen smoldering days after the attack, and many students fled moments before insurgents arrived in the village located on the outskirts of Gombe. Insurgents descended on a nearby hospital, ordering all patients out before torching the building. The building, which was once the largest health facility in the city, now stands in ruin. The dawn attack on Gombe lasted for 4 hours before the Nigerian Air Force and ground troops finally intervened in the situation. No casualty figures have yet been released, but Nigeria's military has confirmed that it was a major victory against the insurgents.
Accepted their intention to overrun locations and do daring attacks was frustrated, and they had to flee. It was in the course of their flee that we recovered the lifters they intended to come and distribute. And so that intention was really not achieved, and the order was restored in a very short time. It gave us opportunity to also pursue after them. We believe that that attempt must have also cost them a lot.
That was the Director of Defense Information, Major General Chris Olukolade, who joins us now live via telephone on Network Africa from Abuja. Major General, thank you so much for speaking with us on the program again.
Thank you so much.
Now, should people, particularly members of countries involved in this collaborative effort against Boko Haram, should they be concerned with the recent escalation in these attacks?
Well, I'm not sure I got you right.
Well, I'm asking if members of countries who are involved in this collaborative efforts against Boko Haram sect have cause for concern with the recent escalation in attacks by the sect?
Well, it's explainable in the fact that with the present approach, which is meant to put the heat on them from every angle, from within Nigeria and from outside Nigeria, it is clear that they must be running in different direction by now, and that will be what is resulting in what is referred to now as escalation. I think to some extent it's to be expected until you know, the major aim of the offensive is achieved.
Now, we've heard the United States has plans to support Nigeria with training and equipment to counter the insurgency. Has that happened yet?
Well, maybe it will. I will also read it in the newspaper. But as I said, there will be some reality, but it will be settled before we see it manifest indeed.
So that means that it hasn't happened just yet. Well, okay. Now, the very important question here is it's about 2 weeks since the election dates were moved based on security threats, and we have about 4 more to go before the general elections take place. What has the military been able to up the ante in order to ensure that there will be no violence during the polls?
Like I have explained in a couple of opportunities I have, the operation against activities of terrorists predates this preparation for election. And so, what is the mandate of the mission? The mandate is to ensure that we restore law and order and security to the extent that normal socioeconomic activities can take place in every part of Nigeria unhindered, and that such threats to security will not be sufficient to deter normal activities to hold. That is still the object and the purpose of all the activities that are ongoing now. And what we are seeing is stepping it up with a view to ensuring that everything required is put into achieving it. And the basis of our optimism for now is the new interest from every quarter, from inside and outside Nigeria. On our part in Nigeria, we have upgraded the air input. We find that there's a lot of activity on air now. The Air Force is very active and vibrant, and leading every assault on them. Since the beginning of this week, for instance, we see that a lot of ground has been covered. The Air Force have been very active. The ground forces have been very active. So the coordination within the forces has been a thing that gives us some hope. Apart from the coordination within the forces, both the air and ground forces, we also enjoy the coordination with our partners in the neighboring countries, who have also come to be very, very alert. Clearly, there will be no hiding place in a short while, and the tempo has been heightened to that question.
Now, a video was released very recently concerning threats as regards the upcoming elections. What should we make of that video? Do we have any need to be concerned, especially seeing as there have been improvements, as you rightly briefed us now? Should we be concerned that the sect will disrupt the elections?
Let's take it as part of their threat and a statement in frustration, but that is not going to deter the present effort. The effort is going to continue, and with more determination to achieve the result. And the pronouncements or the participation notwithstanding, we are very hopeful to achieve the result of ensuring due security for all activities to take place. We'll keep working at it, and we are looking forward to the cooperation and understanding of every stakeholder and parties to this. We're just one of the factors. The other factors to be as vigilant as possible to frustrate that evil desire on their part.
Well, thank you so much for briefing us on that and clearing the air on those issues that need clarification. We really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Now, I've been speaking with the Director of Defense Information, Major General Olukolade, but we'll have to take a quick break now on Network Africa. When we come back, we'll bring you updates concerning the security situation in Libya. Please stay with us.